Yo, 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 yo. We back. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day today in the sunroom, man. Oh my God. Sun shining. Plants looking good. I don't know if y'all can see back there, but we here, man. I am your host, Kashi J, Kashi Kruger, Kruger Inc., Plant Daddy, you know what I mean? Podcast J, you know what I mean? Runner J, Usain Bolt, Usain Kruger, you know what I mean? We got so many aliases, so many things on our plate, man. We just doing whatever. I remember the times I couldn't do nothing. Now I'm doing everything. You know what I mean? What's up? Um, Shout out my new subscribers. You know what I mean? We at 18 now. I think that's two more. You know what I mean? Again, which I want from the store. We'll keep going up. Shout out everybody that's still tuned in. Shout out everybody that's just now tuning in. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We still kicking it like karate, like Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? So we out here. Yeah. Okay. Um, First thing first, how did y'all sleep? I've been sleeping good the past couple of days. You know what I mean? The crisp fall weather is coming in. I got my AC on. My woman hate it, but it's okay. You know what I mean? We gonna make it work. You know what I mean? I get you 2 blankets, 3 if I have to. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. We back. We back. Episode 6. We back. Episode 6. I remember this time. And once again, I got all my ideas here in my handy dandy notebook. You know what I mean? We don't use technology around here. I actually just stopped writing music in my phone. You know what I mean? Because it's like the distractions I get from, you know what I mean, my notifications and stuff. It just stopped me in so many ways. First thing first, Sunday was my second men's hike. You know what I mean? We was at Mohican State Park. You know, it was beautiful. I had never been there before. It was my first time on that trail. So we went to Hocking Hills for the first one. I've been there once already, so I kind of knew the terrain and the area. But we went to Mohican. This shit was nuts. This was like, now I feel like a hiker. Like, bro, we was climbing, we was crawling, like, walking on dirt roads, walking on planks that they put down for like steps, like, bro. It was wild. It was wild, but it was fun. You know what I mean? I had 2 new faces out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I can't wait for the next one. The next one will be a co-ed hike. Now, when I say co-ed hike, I'm 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 being very, very, very generous with this because I wanted this only for my fellas. You know what I mean? I understand, like, when you do a man and women, I understand, but this was supposed to be something for the fellas so we can go take a load off. You know what I mean? Be ourselves, be who we are really. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of stupid jokes, laughter. I don't judgment free zone. You know what I mean? And that, now I mean that seriously. You know, um, and it's a lot of single women that's been hitting me up trying to like get this shit rolling. You know what I mean? Or women in situationships that's just still out here looking. And it's like, this is not that. You know what I mean? Like, damn near 80% of the group so far are married or in serious relationships, meaning 5+ years. They're not playing those games. You know what I mean? So when I bring y'all to these events, ladies, y'all are there to help the fellas reconnect with who they are. You are there to help build up the man in the community. This is supposed to help the community. We're starting with the foundation, the father. All right. We starting with the head. You know what I mean? We're gonna bring the woman in to help the head. You know what I mean? The neck, to hold the head up. All right, the spine. Okay, the backbone. That's all I need y'all to do. All right. Don't come in trying to organize stuff. doing all this extra stuff. Like I don't want to walk this trail. So we went to the last we went to the last trail, and I'm glad we all had the same idea, because it was like we got out the car and we was thinking like, nah, ain't no, we really can't bring the ladies to these ones, you know what I mean? Because these shit's crazy. But there are women that do hike, you know what I mean? There are active ladies, but yeah. And then as I met up with the other guys, they was like, yo, we not bringing the women out here. Yeah, bro. That's how tough that was. So if you have not been to Mohican State Park in Loudonville, I think it's Loudon, not London, Loudonville, Ohio, go see that shit. All right, it's the foothills, the backyards of Ohio, man. This shit is crazy. All right, so that's how we starting that off. Yeah, the next one will be, actually, the co-ed hike will be October 12th. Instead of the first Sunday in October, it'll be the second. We'll be local. I'm thinking Oak openings. You know what I mean? If you heard of it, let me know. If you have anything local in Toledo area, you know what I mean, comment below your suggestions. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's talk about parents needing breaks. You know what I mean? I see a lot of back and forth on this topic. And I feel like it's personally fine. It's personally fine to be a tired mom and you need a break away from your kids. It's perfectly fine to be a tired dad and you need a break from your kids. You know what I mean? But if you ain't doing shit, you don't need no break. But same with the moms. You know what I mean? We got deadbeat moms now. You know what I mean? So if you ain't doing shit, what's stopping you? You know what I mean? From getting your kids so that other parent can take a break. You know what I mean? Especially when you know they doing some shit. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. My situation is different. You know what I mean? I'm with my partner, the mother of my kids. She gets breaks. She gets mental health days. You know what I mean? I get my mental health days. So this is the thing with me. You don't have to tell a man, you know what I mean, he can go get some space. We got all that on accident. Football Sundays, Saturdays, sometimes Thursday nights. Some of our women don't like watching football. That's cool. I'm gonna go watch my show upstairs, babe. All right? I'm gonna watch football. Or when I'm doing my music. You know what I mean? You know, I might send her to go lunch with her girlfriends or something. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna get my break. You know what I mean? But we're not talking about me. We're not talking about us. We're talking about the need for parents to get breaks. You know what I mean? The healthy way. Is there a healthy way to do it? I don't know. I think all of it is just a break. You know what I mean? Whether you going out for drinks, whether you going out to a nightclub, whether you watching movies, whether you sleep, you know what I mean? It's all part of your break. You know what I mean? Like, no kids, no cleaning, no cooking, no nothing. All right. And I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, we should stop bagging on especially the power, the single parent that's actually doing something. You know what I mean? And the men I see all the time in the comments, like, we don't get a break. We don't get a break. I don't know, man. I feel like we always get breaks. And this is not, you know what I mean, because like the men in the nice relationships right now, you know what I mean, they getting their breaks. They getting treated like kings, you know what I mean? So we're not talking about y'all. We talking about the deadbeat dads, the deadbeat moms that's screaming, I need a break as soon as they get their kids. You just got there. What you mean going on a break, man? Look. So I don't know, man. Let me know how y'all feel. Just should the parent who's doing the most deserve breaks, or should everybody just shut up and take care of their kids? I say everybody need a break because these kids getting out of control. I don't know, man. Let me know. I was gonna speak on this Young Thug shit, but I don't know too much. I just know he just been blabbering a lot on some calls in prison. Gunna doing this fucking shit. I'm only paying attention to Gunna. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Thug was hard. Thug was hard for the moment. You know what I mean? Like, that was a good time. You know what I mean? I never called myself slime or a three-headed snake. Why would I want to be a snake? I'm a goat. All right, I'm a lion. Roar. All right, get it together. I have a new single dropping tomorrow, 9/11, and we're paying our respects to the fallen of 9/11. So that's that. I'm gonna talk about being the prize in a relationship. Can two trophies coexist in the same, you know what I mean, trophy case? I don't know. I believe they can. You know what I mean? I have trophies. I see them side by side. Doesn't make me less of a champion. Doesn't make me more of a champion. You know what I mean? The more trophies you have makes you more of a champion. But like, you know. Um, Me and my wife had this talk the other day. It was like, you know what I mean? Do you feel like how you feel about being a prize in a relationship? And she basically felt like we both bring something to the table that helps the family, that helps us. So it's like we both the prize. You know what I mean? Everybody on the team get a medal. We all champions. The coach get the big medal. You know what I mean? It get the trophy, bring it home. But in reality, like we all champions. So why can't we all be the prize? You know what I mean? Yeah, you might do a little bit more. Okay, again, I'm not talking about the people who literally have to overwork because their partners left or don't do shit. You know what I mean? You're definitely the prize if you bring out everything. You know what I mean? You're definitely the prize. But again, that man didn't put you in that position. The new man, I'm talking about the new man. He didn't put you in that position to be so masculine and strong. You know what I mean? Like, we have to hold off on that, ladies. Like, let's give the man some grace. But if he talking stupid shit, like what did my homegirl just post? This man said, I would rather have a girl stocking at Walmart than to have a CEO woman. Sis, run out of there quick, fast, in a hurry. I never understood it. Never understood it. I never understood men um 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 downsizing women for their career status. You know what I mean? Like, a boss is a boss. I worked with a lot of guys who couldn't take orders from female managers. Can a woman tell me shit? Well, she is. She's your boss. All right. She's paid to be here to tell you what to do. All right. So I need you to do this before I have to stick up for her. You know what I mean? Because I don't. I grew up with a single mama. You know what I mean? My dad was around, but I grew up with a single mama. You know what I mean? So I respect female authority. You know what I mean? Like, I respect it. You know what I mean? It wasn't bad for me growing up. It was a lot of discipline. You know what I mean? It was a lot of learning and a lot of me paving my own way because my mama said I could. You know what I mean? She believed in me. She taught me right from wrong, and that was it. You know what I mean? It's the right way and the wrong way. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you're not doing shit to help this person be better, and this person is doing everything, that's the prize. But in serious relationships, you know what I mean, although, you know what I mean, my wife came to be first. I feel like both people can be the prize. You know what I mean? Like, why can't we all be the prize? Why can't we all have different skills to bring to the team to help us win? I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man, in the comments. Let me know, 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 let me know. This has been a very strong topic on social media, everywhere, blah, blah, blah. Do y'all go through phones? I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, my piece is worth more. No, you sound fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say it straight up. You sound stupid. So your piece is worth more finding out than somebody's playing behind your back. I don't give a fuck if I miss a couple meals. I'm going through that phone, especially if I'm not doing anything. If I feel like the energy is weird, oh no, I'm going through that phone. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I don't have a lock on my phone. All right, a big reason. All right. Years ago, I was caught doing stupid shit. I've never put a lock on my phone ever again. Ever again. Ever again. I need that. I need that trust. Yes. My calculator. Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I leave this fucking phone face up on the table and go to the store and run play basketball and go to my cousin's house, my mama's house, and forget I don't even have my phone. I lose this phone so much. It's always dead. Yeah. Y'all be tripping, man. I always feel like you should follow your gut feeling. You know what I mean? Um, especially because in like past relationships, I always was like last to know after weeks of doing some like hearing about some shit. You know what I mean? It's always like now I'm finally giving in, but it's like now it's like no, people need to do this. All right, stop talking about I don't want to miss a couple meals. No, that man is playing in your face, and you scared of not eating when really humans can go a while without food. Like you tripping. I don't know, bro, man. It's a very touchy subject, man, because especially if I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna go through that phone. I'm checking emails. I'm checking Cash App. I'm checking Snapchat. I'm checking MySpace, nigga. Like you gotta be but if everything going good, bro, you ain't gotta check no phones. If everything is going good, you don't have to check no phone. Now don't start getting worried. If everything is going good, you do not have to check the phone. But the way she brushed her teeth the other day, I don't know. I'm not just playing. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Let me know. Should you go through phones? Should you have access to your spouse's phone? You know what I mean? It should not even like access. Should you be able to get on your spouse's phone whenever you ask for it? And if they act funny about it, then what does that mean? I don't know, man. Y'all can go ahead and miss a couple meals, man. Let me know in the comments. Let's talk some football. My Lions lost 27-13. You know what I mean? Defense was on our ass. We couldn't get a pass off, couldn't get a run off, couldn't do nothing. And that was looking just like my Michigan boys. You know what I mean? We lost 24-13. You know, Bryce Underwood threw 142 yards, 9 and 24 completions. You know what I mean? They was on his ass. But like we kept running the whole game. Even when they kept stopping us, they kept running the whole game. And it's like, we're not that old Michigan team no more. You know what I mean? Like Haynes might get open, but he not Donovan Edwards. He not Blake Corum. You know what I mean? The pass running backs. You know what I mean? It's like we gotta put that ball in the fucking air. And that's the only way we're gonna get up the field. So again, blue, go blue. Gotta make something shake. We 1-1. We can't go out like this. We got till November to get this shit straight. All right, because that's the only game that mattered to the motherfucker. So anyway, yeah, let's go blue. I wanted to touch on this. I don't know if I'm late, but I wanted to touch on this Marlon Wayans and Snoop Dogg situation. Do I think TV makes, forms they might get a couple kids to be like, you know what I mean? Yes. Or they naive to the TV? Yes. You will also think that watching something doesn't make you who you are. Yes. Um the double standard with this whole gay thing is baffling, you know what I mean? Cuz it's like I know more niggas that watch Boys in the Hood that wanted to be a doughboy versus somebody watching Holiday Heart and wanted to be, you know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people who watched 6 Man and wanted to play basketball versus watching fucking anything, bro. You know what I mean? Like it goes both ways, bro. Because if we're not gonna talk about this, we can't talk about that. You know what I mean? And again, I can't speak for everybody else's family, but my kids did not like the movie because it wasn't a Buzz Lightyear movie. They wanted to see Buzz Lightyear do some space shit. You know what I mean? We all remember the Buzz Lightyear cartoon. I thought that was gonna be the Buzz Lightyear movie. No, they wanted to be. I mean, I understand they wanted to be more sociable and have a little talk with it, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. My kids just didn't like it because they didn't like it, not because it was 2 women kissing. They didn't even look at that part. So if you're raising your kids a certain way, they'll always be who they are before they are who they are. You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel like it's a lot of homophobic people. You know what I mean? These niggas ain't did shit to us. You know what I mean? Shit to you. And you scared. You scared for your children? That's what you scared of. Not the niggas running in schools. Not the niggas that's killing niggas for no reason. Yeah, we still got that going on too. You know what I mean? Like, no. You scared that 2 women kissing is gonna make your son gay. Yeah, I know what it made me, but it ain't shit. We ain't talking about Kashi G. My kids don't watch that shit anyways. My kids don't watch. Um, I mean, they might see some situations on TV, but my kids don't watch nothing dealing with gang banging, being a dope boy. Because I didn't watch it. I was too busy trying to be a child. You know what I mean? I was 13 still watching cartoons like shit. You know what I mean? Like we wasn't. I didn't think Nino Brown was cool. Nigga, I didn't grow up thinking I was Big Meech. Rick Ross was my favorite artist, but I didn't grow up thinking I was Big Meech. You know what I mean? It's certain you gotta if your kids got their own mindset, they gonna be okay. You know what I mean? And if it does happen, you just gotta you either go disown them or you go love them. There is no in between. And I don't know why would you disown them. That's your child. It is what it is. You better protect that motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's your child. Love it. Love him, her. It does not matter. It's not going to kill you. Are you gay? You're not? Then what are you worried about? You sure? It's okay if you are. All right. It's what it is, man. Look, I don't my conclusion, um, I think TV can control the mindset only if you don't have your own mindset. If you don't instill that in your children now, you know what I mean? If you don't have these talks with your kids, you know what I mean? I have uncomfortable conversations with everybody, bro. You know what I mean? Talk to your kids about this shit. You can either prevent it or they already walking in their truth. You can't stop it. It's gonna happen. If it happens. If not, then so be it. You got it. But yeah, bro, let me know what y'all think, man. Does TV play a part in how the world moves today? Um, is there a double standard on TV? You know what I mean? What's appropriate, what's not? You know what I mean? Like I might see a powerful message behind niggas with guns on the table and dope on the table. But you know what I mean? That's not the only way, bro. And I feel like y'all promoting that shit a little too well too. So I don't know. I don't want my kids being dope boys. I would rather my kids be the other way. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about at all. I do not want my kids selling crack, carrying guns, you know what I mean, jumping people, killing people. For what? No, no. You can't change my mind. I don't give a fuck who you are, what man you are, what y'all talking about, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I have outstanding gentlemen, respectful men. You know what I mean? They play sports, they say thank you, you're welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We're not raising thugs, bro. No. We're raising humans. And if my human decides to go that way, I'm gonna love my human the way I can. I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments. Yeah, bro. Episode 6, we have concluded. You know what I mean? This has been my 30 minutes of fame. Hope y'all tune in. You know what I mean? Make sure I hit that subscribe button and that notification button next to it so y'all can always see when your boy upload. You know what I mean? I will be having interviews coming soon. You know what I mean? Just to let everybody know, I'm not doing artist interviews. I did that before. Y'all gonna have to tune in order to get an interview from me. You know what I mean? Because I'm not just doing spotlight shit anymore. You know what I mean? So when y'all actually support, I'll be able to support you. Period. Yeah, bro. Subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification button, so you'll always know when I'm popping up on your YouTube. You know what I mean? And we go keep it pumping, keep it jumping. You know what I mean? This has been the Welcome to the Welcome to the Sunroom podcast. I am Kashi J.